Now, baby, you know when you step into Granny's house. Come on in, beloved.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the truth at the door. Don't wipe your feet, just bring your mess to the floor. This ain't no bedtime story, no cookies and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to heal.
Granny ain't scared, and you better not be either. Welcome to Granny's house.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Granny's house. How are you doing today? Today is Thursday, episode 4 of season 2. Yes, episode 4 of season 2. Our our conversation tonight is it you? It may be you. Maybe you're the problem. That is our conversation tonight. Maybe I'm the problem. Is it me? Oh, we don't ask ourselves this a lot because a lot of times we're running from this question. At some point, it's you. Yes, at some point, it's you. And we have to answer to that, and we're going to answer to that in a minute. As we answer to that and we walk in, I'm thankful for all my TTs who are walking in the door and they are doing what they're told to do. Yes, speak. I'm glad you're speaking and you're saying, hey, to Granny, you come in. And we also do what? As we come in, we put a thumbs up, say hi, and let Facebook and YouTube and all them know that you hang with me today. Oh, also we have our rules. Our rules are like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade. They call me Granny. It's all the same easy moniker. Also, too, Facebook has a new page. It's called Welcome to Granny's House. That page will be the new page. I will not be on my regular page anymore, so you better start following over there and start shipping your people over there, too. Also, to anything images, all images and words spoken or written belong to Granny. Your attendance is your approval. You coming here means that you approve of what's happening, right? But if you go, Granny, don't do that. Don't post that. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm not like that. You know, I am not like that. I thank you for being here once again. Once again, you also can support me by sending stars. Send stars to Facebook. Stars help me to make content. Content is not free, and these apps cost money. But I thank you for hanging out with me once again. Greetings, cousin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to Granny's house. Ooh, hey, beloved. She said, let's have some fun. Get your journal. We got some work to do tonight. You hear me? We got some work to do tonight. Peace. Peace, beloved. How you doing, beloved? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I missed you Tuesday, TT. You like me here. I'm happy you're here today. I'm happy my TT is here today. For all those that have not spoken, hey, you need to speak. Don't come in my house and walk in the door, take off your shoes, and don't say hi. When was you raised by wolves? It's just a question I'm asking. Before we get started today, I want to ask you a question. Something real quick. Have you ever said, why does this keep happening to me? To only turn around and walk right back into it. So tonight, we're going to talk about that. At some point, it's you. At some point, it's me. A lot of the time, it's probably me too. Walaikum salam, beloved. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. So let's get started tonight because we're going to go. We got a lot to talk about, so we're going to go fast, right? So get in, get comfortable. We're not pointing fingers today. We're not pointing fingers. We're holding up mirrors. Queen Mother, looking to your daughter. Hello, beloved. Hello. We're holding up mirrors tonight. Have you ever found yourself asking, why does this keep happening to me? Same situation, different person, same outcome. But every time you swear it's them. Really? But what if just for a minute we got honest enough to ask, what part did I play in this? Now listen, it ain't about shame. That ain't beating yourself up. We're not going to beat ourselves up today. I don't want you to beat yourself up even as we go through this conversation. What we're going to do today is we're going to free ourselves. The conversation tonight is freedom. Because as long as it's always them and not you, sometimes you're going to stay stuck. We're going to stay stuck, right? But the moment you say, okay, why am I allowing? That's when your power comes in. Why am I letting this happen to me? What? Some of us are not tired of the situation. We're just tired of the results. But we're still answering the calls. We're still going back. We're still entertaining what we already outgrew. And tonight we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the patterns, the truth, and yes, we might laugh a little bit. I got some stories to add to this. But sometimes the hardest truth is to accept at some point it's you. It's you. But don't worry. If we can see it, we can change it. Welcome to Granny's house. Welcome to Granny's house. Now, let me see what my sister said. She said, I know, I'm sorry, Auntie was tired. I went to take a nap and then wake up. I've been there. You needed it. I had a whole lot of notes that I wrote. And then my whole energy changed. It shifted right at the end of when I should have been sitting down to the chair. And I sat down real fast in 15 minutes and I rearranged my whole thought process. Because I feel that I want to take it into a different pattern. The pattern I was going first, and I don't want people to go down. Oh, you just talked about beating up, you leaving a man or relationship between them. No. I want us to look at our own self personally. Then we'll go deal with it. We got a lot to talk about with them. But the first thing we're going to realize is that we're not going to shame ourselves. Realizing that we are, because I can't leave myself out, that we are the problem. And realizing you're the problem is not the end. It's the beginning. Shame keeps us stuck. being ashamed to answer and go, "Ooh, did I do that? Am I part of this? Did I make that happen? Did I cause this problem?" A lot of that shame keeps us stuck right where we are, being and staying in the same position. Awareness of what we're doing will move us forward, right? Awareness will move us forward because we're not bad people. We just do bad things sometimes. And we get caught up in bad patterns. And those bad patterns cause us to do the things that we should not do. That makes us the problem, right? So let's be honest with ourselves tonight. So get your journal and go start our first part tonight. Without tearing yourself down, we're going to answer some questions. So get ready. I want you to not beat yourself up, beat myself up as we go through this scenario and look into ourselves a little deeper. Season 2 is housekeeping, right? Season 2 is housekeeping. Why you might be the problem. So get comfortable. We're going to get to it. Why you might be the problem. Number one is, are you nosy? Are you nosy? Are you in everybody's business and avoiding your own? Now I got a little story for this. Here we go. You already got a story. Yes. I was at church on Sunday. And I know a lot of the people in the church. We all grew up together. And one of the, I call her my aunties. One of my aunties has been knowing me since I was, when they said, tied to a grasshopper. She came to me. She said, "Girl, do you know why such and so and this?" I looked at her and I said, "Baby, I don't even go to your church. How you gonna ask me about something that's happening at your church? And I don't even attend your church." And so I went to my mama. I said, "Mama, she gonna ask me what's going on at y'all church and I don't even go." And mama laughed. She said, "Girl, she just knows." And I said, "Wow, that's something. We are that nosy." And she was being that nosy that she needed some information so much and so bad. She gonna ask me. Somebody don't even go to her church about some information about somebody that's come on, y'all. She said, either you're the problem or part of the solution. You better come on. You already been digging in my notes. You've been digging in my notes. Always asking questions. Come on. We know some people like that. We're gonna answer, are we that person? Are we always asking questions that don't concern you? Come on. Throw some hearts in the chat if that's you. Because we don't have to answer out loud. We know it says. We know it says. Always watching other people and listening to insert yourself in something you don't belong in. Y'all better stop. Because I know this is me. Come on. Sometimes you're overwhelmed because you are in stuff God never assigned to you. God didn't assign you everybody else to do this. You just interjected yourself all up in people. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do you know more about others than you know about yourself? Answer that question to yourself. So do you know more about others than you know about yourself? Put that in your journal. Then you answer that question tonight when you go back after we finish pontificating and dealing with ourselves tonight, right? Are you messy? Messy isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's that little subtle little part that we just did. You threw that little one innuendo in there, and you said that little one thing, and you knew it was being messy. Yes, you did. You knew it was messy before you said it. But you thought, maybe I say it like this, or I'll gaslight and say it like that. Are you messy? Repeating what people told you. And then you repeat what they told you. Then you go and you add a little extra to the story. Come on. Messy boots. Yes, come on. Are you adding more to the story because you want to make the story more interesting? Because the story was good already. It was juicy. The tea was hot. But then you was like, little sprinkle, little large, little Tony season, little Cajun season in it because it just wasn't enough. Don't be like that. Are you playing both sides? If it didn't start with you, Don't let it pass. So if the conversation didn't start with you, then why are you letting it pass through your lips? Because if they don't have nothing to do with you. Do people trust you or just talk to you? Come on, come on. Most of the problems in life are because of two reasons. We act without thinking, or we keep thinking without thinking. Come on, come on. So once again, are we messy? Are we nosy? Those are the first two questions we ask ourselves. The third question tonight is, are we disrespectful? Some of us don't have any boundaries at all. We don't have any boundaries, and then we call it our personality. I know a 30-year-old that lived in my room for about 9 months, and he walks around, and I think he's 31, but he goes, I'm a certified a-hole. I looked at him one day and said, who claims that? But he goes, that's me. That's my personality. Everybody knows it. We're used to it. And I was like, well, sir, I don't claim that because I didn't birth no certified. But wherever you earned that, picked it up, that's your business. But come on. But his lack of boundary, he made that his personality. And he got comfortable with it and gave himself a title. Bless his heart. This poor mother heart. Bless my heart. Come on. Talking over people. That's me. And I don't do it personally. I think I have ADHD. Go through the Granny's house. I have ADHD, and what happens is when something comes in my head, it's like it's right there, and I want to say it real fast because if I don't, I'm gonna forget it. So I'm not being rude if I'm talking to you and I'm talking over you, I interrupted you. It's just that it's a part of me that's unwired, that's not wired right, and I have to say it real fast so I forget it. But a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us are just rude. We'll talk over you because we feel your point is not valid. Or we feel that our point is more valid than yours. I want to say what I got to say. And I hear you. Dismissing other people's feelings. That is a heck of a sign of disrespect. Dismissing others' feelings. Dismissing other people's feelings. So the person comes to you and they're coming honest and sincere. And they come and talk to you and they really want to say something to you. But you turn around and talking about yourself. Just interjected yourself all in the conversation. They was asking you about that. They was talking about that. Or you'll take the conversation completely over and make it into the you show. Always needing to be right. I don't have that problem. But I do know a lot of people around me that I deal with, and the desire and the need to be right sometimes is overwhelming. To where they'll make they're not listening. It's their fault. They did it. But I'm looking at them like, do you have to be right now? Because you wrong with two left shoes. But then you come ask them, but then you want to come tell somebody else about their life and what they doing. But come on. Because you need to be right. Girl, she's so wedding fans. Like, you better come on. I need a whole air condition. Two people to sit there fanning me all day. It gets like that. You know my hot flashes. So can we be honest without being false? You can talk to people and be honest without hurting feelings. You can tell your point of view without hurting feelings. It's very possible. It's very possible. Do people feel safe talking to you, or do they feel attacked? If you are constantly in a storm, don't check the weather. Check your decision. Check some of the things that you did to put you in that state. Were you going around talking somebody else's business that put you in that state? Were you over talking, being disrespectful? Were you being messy? We got to unpack tonight. Season 2 is housekeeping. Come on. Are you always the victim? Oh boy. Are you the victim? Bless your little heart. If it's always them, you gotta look again. Is it always them? Come on, come on. Nothing is ever your fault. You're always misunderstood. These are things that we say when we don't want to look into ourselves, right? When we're the victim. Oh my God. It's not my fault, it's their fault. They wasn't listening to me. They didn't do it the way I wanted them to do it. Oh, they don't understand me because, I'm different. They don't understand me. Or about what that boy said, he's a certified a-hole. Nobody understands me. And you never apologize. Be longer than 2 left shoes. But won't come and say, you know what? I apologize. I may have did this to you or did that. And I came across it in a way that I know I wouldn't want to do that to me. And I really shouldn't have done it to you. I apologize. Don't say I'm sorry, because when I say I'm sorry, my children say who did it. So I don't say it no more. So just say, I apologize. It's all right to say that. Because growth starts when you say, okay, what did I do? What did I do in the situation? Was I being a messy boots? Was I all, see my sister being a messy boots? Was I all up in everybody else's stuff? Was I being just a whole mess, just all meddling and killing? Just can't say that like a little net. I know I tell my granddaughters all the time. I said, you know what? Nothing worse than a messy woman. It's nothing worse than a messy woman. It's nothing worse, I told them, than a busybody. So as I'm telling them this, I'm training them to don't be a messy woman. Don't be a busybody woman, because ain't nobody gonna be around you like that. Ain't nobody trying to be around you like that. Right? Come on. Do you keep re-engaging? When you say you're done, but you keep responding. I ain't gonna answer that phone no more. Ooh, I am not talking to these people no more. I'm done. That's what we say, but we do what? We come right back. Yes, we do. Welcome to Granny's house, beloved. We come right back. And I'm not gonna get in no gossip. I ain't gonna be part of it. I ain't gonna be nowhere near. I answer the phone when she called. Or I answer the phone when he called. Cause I know what they're going through. Cause I was in the group chat. I didn't know what they're doing. And he'll come sideline calling me. And you're going to talk to her. No. But you what? You engage yourself. Answering calls we shouldn't answer. And this one I'm gonna go. You done that person. And that person is toxic for you. Toxic. See, the super toxic, green stuff bubbling out, toxic, right? But you kept going back. Kept going back because it was familiar. It was comfortable. Oh, I'm used to it. Oh, that's just their way. But now how has it become your way? And as it became your way, it put you in the same condition that you're trying to raise up out of, or that person that you're trying to run away from, it put you in that same condition. You're doing the same way. Going back to the same unhealed energy. Going back to the same negative energy. Going back to those same conversations with people that you should have never been in. Going around them same people that you know you should have left behind in 2024. Some of them people we should have left in 1975. Come on. Going back to that same energy amongst those people who never got nothing good to say. They never know nothing right. Nothing's right. Oh, it's always wrong. Woe is me. don't play the victim. Reopening closed doors. I do that many times. And most of the comments are because, oh my God, maybe if I help them, I'm all unhealed myself. I ain't quite delivered. But then I'm sitting there thinking I can come save somebody else. Reopening that door. Well, I'm going to go back and talk to her. Maybe it was something I did. Maybe I rushed to judgment. No, you didn't rush to judgment. A lot of times, God was giving you open green lights to go. He was just going, all kind of moments of clarity, sending you gut feeling, just paused you. But you did what? One more time, you're going. Maybe I overreacted last time. Or it wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. And that temptation always sounds reasonable. That's that lie you tell yourself before you go back. I know I'm not by myself. I know I'm not by myself. Come on. Healing requires discipline, not just feelings. So that means we have to start disciplining ourselves, disciplining our minds, disciplining the things that are around us, disciplining the things that our hands create and walk. Stay away from people who act like the victim. And a problem they created. Don't you be the victim around people in a problem that you created, but you want somebody else to solve. And a lot of times we'll be completely free from that problem, but we'll go running back to it. We'll go back and answer that phone. We'll go back and pick up that phone and go look them up and see what they're doing. Some of us are so bad, we're going to go call their mother. No, you didn't even fool with mama like that, bless her heart. But you call mama, mama, I just want to say hi, how you doing? Or pick up a phone because you're bored. Hey, big head. No, hey, big head. No, leave it there. Leave her there. Or a lot of times we just don't know how to deal with our own personal feelings. So we go searching around for somebody to talk to. And then once we go searching for somebody to talk to, what happens? We end up creating more problems. If you don't solve a problem, life will give you what? More problems. Y'all quiet tonight. Y'all must be writing in y'all journals, and I hope you are. Because our next conversation is how to heal this work. I know y'all probably say, why am I spending so much? For some reason, I cannot see out of my glasses tonight. Everything looks fuzzy. I hope y'all bear with me. We're going to try to get together, right? How to heal, and this is the work. We have to heal. We cannot stay here. Step one is to sit with yourself. But before we get there, let's see what goes on.
Keep happening to me.
Because you keep going back. You tired yet?
I am today.
He says, you tired yet? Granny said, I am today. I'm tired, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Today. I'm tired. I'm done. And little devil, how dare he? I know you can do my ear out. I keep going back because it's comfortable there. But I can't stay with you. I have to come up out of it. I have to now close that door of the past of where I was comfortable at, what was comfortable for me, what allowed me to live in mediocrity, and step up to the person that I'm meant to be. Be the woman that I know I am to be, the woman that God desires for me to be, to make himself. Correct? What? Step one, sitting with yourself. Stop running from silence. Sit with yourself. Go to your chamber. Sit and cry. Find some quiet time. I tell my daughter-in-law, learn to meditate. Learn to wear that quiet time by yourself. After prayer or Right after prayer, it's in that solace time after you just commune with God. Now sit and talk to the God Himself. Sit and talk to yourself. Sit and just breathe. Some of us don't even breathe. It's 30 minutes. We're in the halfway mark, and I'm happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to Granny's House. This episode is season 2, episode 4, and we're asking, am I the problem? Is it me? Yes, it's you. Yes, it's you.
Let me just check one more time. Yes, Granny, go ahead. Open it.
Didn't we block that already?
Not today. Again.
Not today. Jesus told us, we blocked that. Why you keep opening it? We put that person in the block file. Why you bringing it? We left that conversation over there. We deleted it. Why you went back up in the messages and brought it back out? Because you still got something to say. We deleted that person off our Facebook. Why you going looking back for something that they said so you can get that conversation started? Come on. We're not going to do that. Running from silence. We do not run from silence. Silence is our friend. But some things to help us to stop running from silence. Number 1 is turn off the TV. Not on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock though. Pacific Standard Time. But turn off the TV. Turn off the unnecessary noise, the unnecessary chatter, the conversations that everybody on TV is going through, and all the delusional conversations, and all these people that you shouldn't be watching that's living these delusional lives, because nobody lives like the housewives. If they do, child, please help me, Miss Housewife, because I missed the memo. But nobody really gets up every morning, do they? In our real world, and goes to the nail shop all day long and do hair and sipping mimosas all day long and fighting. Turn off the TV. Because that all that bad energy reflects on us. Because then what? It comes into our atmosphere, comes in your aura, and you end up taking that out into the world. And you start reflecting some of that crap when you're watching. Put the phone down. No more mindless scrolling like I do all day long. Get out the toilet and stop scrolling. No more mindless scrolling. No more sitting on the phone talking about unnecessary conversations. Learn how to depart from conversations. Learn how to turn off the phone. Since you know I'm going to call you back. Or, oh, no, sir, not today. This ain't good. I'm going to be proud of this. This is not conducive to my health. No, put the phone down. And as we do all these things, think about the patterns that we have put ourselves in. Think about our own personal patterns. Think about the things that we have caused that has allowed us to now be in this. Healing starts in quiet. Your healing starts when you take the time out to say, yes, my name is Granny, and I am a messy, busybody. And I promise I won't do it no more. But I'm going to sit in my chamber and be quiet. And I'm going to figure out why I have these bad. And I'm going to reverse them back. Oh my goodness, allow me to welcome to Granny's House. I'm so happy to be here. Call yourself out. Call yourself out, Jim. Don't beat yourself up. We already got enough problems. Don't make you one of your own problems, right? But say it loud. Say this loud to yourself. I was wrong there. And then fill in the blank on their journey. I was wrong. Yes, ma'am. Then ask yourself again. Where was I wrong? What did I do? What can I correct? I handled that poorly. My attitude was improper when I came to sister and I said, oh no, it just popped my neck. I had that conversation very quick. These things you say to yourself out loud. This is how we're going to hear it right. I should have done better. I could have done better. I know I could do better. That's how I tell myself. I know you can do better. You know that. And in a minute, I tell myself, "Girl, you know you're wrong. You know, don't do that." Beat myself gently. But sometimes I go in the mirror and be like, you know what? I don't know who you are. What the hell you doing? But you need to fix it. Sometimes I do that to myself. That's not the business, right? Accountability is self-respect. Your accountability is your self-respect, right? Sometimes the easiest way to solve a problem is to stop participating in the problem. Stop being an ear for the problem. Stop being an open access to madness. Stop being a revolving door to people who do not deserve access. Close the entry. You are not a 7-Eleven. Be like a Chick-fil-A. Be closed on Sundays. They can't come through your drive-thru. You're not here today. Step 3 on how to stop being emotional. How to stop being emotional. Change your response patterns. It's not a problem. Change your response patterns. The old me. She's still working on it. The old me reacts fast. I talk too much. And I engage in everything. And I engage in unnecessary things. And I have a great conversation with myself. There was something that happened with me about a couple of years ago. And I was baited into the situation. And I was baited into the conversation. But because of my half-delivered self, unhealed, trauma-filled, I was up in there just talking all fast and popping my head and telling what they think that's what they should do. And I don't know if they're coming at me for it. I would have did it that way. She said, that's right. You come on. I would have did it that way. Why they ain't doing it this way? Because, like my way was the only way that was right. Like my way was the only way that there could be. That was me. Causing all kind of drama and engaging myself in everybody's business. I had so much of everybody's episodes and seasons of their life out in my head, I couldn't even get straight. I was going crazy, losing my own mind, ingesting everybody else's drama. Even had to once tell the maintainer, I apologize. Because I had ingested somebody else's drama so bad that I literally was in there snapping off on him by someone else's drama. Because I was being a messy Marvin all up in their business. The new us will learn to pause. Before we begin, we're gonna pause because if we pause and think about it, we won't flip them tables over. No, we won't. We pause and think about it. We won't be up in there about to beat up the little lady that pushed her basket into our leg at the moment. No, we won't. If we pause and think about it, we won't be saying some of the words we say, some of the things come out of our mouth. We will not answer that phone. We know who's calling us, that we should not answer that phone. Leave some of them folks unread and do not disturb. Move differently. Move with more respect. Move more calculated. And a lot of us are now at a level our life is switching. God has taken us from a lot of things that we thought we were meant to stay in. He's removing us from places and certain people purposely. And we're just fighting to stay there, knowing that we need to change. And change is good. Change is really good. But you know what our problem is? The familiarity, the comfort level. But I was comfortable with it. And he's like, no, I'm about to throw some water up over here. You gotta get on this boat over here with Noah. Stop playing. But you're like, no, I don't want to get in the boat. I want to stay back here. They need me right here. No, they don't. It's time for you to start hitting. You can get a ticket on that boat, right? Before you be left and blowing bubbles. But our problem is that we don't want to see that you're the problem. But I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. So move different. Growth is in your purpose. Growth is in your new direction. Growth is in your saying to yourself, I was that. I don't want to be that. What? No more. Correct? We got to learn some self-control. If you're having the same problem with different people, the problem might be you. You may be the problem. Ask yourself, am I the problem? Am I the drama? Yes, you are. You're the drama. Learn self-control is our step number 4 in our healing process. Just because you can say something, it doesn't mean you should. It took me a long time to learn. I'm still learning it. Just because I can say it don't mean I should. Just because I can go there don't mean I should be there. Just because I can wear that don't mean I should. I'm learning this. I'm learning to control the things that this two-edged sword that happens and comes out of. Come on. Come on. Control your tongue. That's the first one. Control your tongue. This little sword is a mess. It's a double-edged sword. She just cuts up people left and right. Control our tongue. Control our reactions. Because everything does not require us to be at level 10 at all times. Control your reaction. Control your access. Close the door. Lock it. Bolt it down. Put a little chain on it to where you go and look out and be peeking and you still got the door locked. Some people do not deserve full access to you. You do not deserve to be, you should not be in some of the places no more giving people full access to you. Let these folks grow up and get it on their own. Once you have led them to the water, you're trying to make them consistently drink it in a water they don't want to drink out of. You're trying to keep a drink out of a pool that they don't deserve to be in. And you haven't even healed yourself yet. Heal us. Let's heal. Let's do a self-check. Let's heal us first. And then they'll go, oh, I like the new. I like the new. I don't know what they did. And you know what? You can help them. You can help them. Be like salt with your access. Be like salt. You may not always be noticed, but your absence changes everything. Let's just say duct tape. You better stop. Be like salt. You know what salt is? If you ain't got no salt in your food, you can taste it. If so, you're in somebody's house and you're like, oh my God, and I've done this. Can I have some salt? And I go, do you got some Lawrence? That was me. Because I can taste the blandness in your food. So be like salt. To where, what? When your absence is not there, they miss you. But they miss the healing, that trauma filter, right? So peace comes from discipline. And we're on our road to this new disciplined self, our new disciplined ways. Let's drama.
Is you are the problem. The great news is you are the solution. You got this. Now take a deep breath. You've got everything you need.
You got everything you need to fix yourself. It's here. We know you're the problem, but you also are the solution, correct? We also are the solution. Number 5. Step number 5 is, hello, beloved, I'll see you tomorrow. You know already I called twice about what time to be there. Step 5 is mind your own business. Mind your own business. It's a hard thing to do. Some of your stress is self-inflicted because you inserted yourself somewhere you shouldn't even be. If it does not involve you, release it. Let it go. Stop being nosy. Then you don't have to worry about inflicting yourself because you're be in places that you shouldn't be. Mind your business. Put some of that duct tape my sis had over your mouth. Because if it doesn't involve you, release it. And if it doesn't involve you and you do know it, don't go around spreading it. The truth you have to say out loud to yourself. Am I responsible for how I am responsible for how I show up. Not her, not him, not me. I am responsible for how I show up, how I present myself. Not you. You're not responsible for me. Dang sure can't, because child, you don't want to walk in my shoes. They big and heavy. I don't have to stay this version of myself. I don't have to stay this unhealed version of myself. I can see the other side. Yes, you can. And these are the things that we're going to say to ourselves to help to heal ourselves. Correct? We have to heal ourselves. So what does freedom look like? What does freedom look like? Freedom is the way you don't keep going back to it. When you find your signs of growth. When you pause instead of react. When you recognize instead of repeat. When you walk away without explanation. His growth is quiet, but very, very powerful. Your growth is something that once you see a better you will see all things around you evolve differently. You will realize people around you are different. People that are not meant to be around the healed you, God will remove them Himself. Especially when you quietly remove yourself out of situations. Empowerment tonight. You're not weak. We're not weak. We're just unhealed. But now that we see it, we don't have to repeat it, right? Now that we know what we have to say to ourselves, we shouldn't repeat these same things. Awareness is the beginning of our freedom, but action is where we begin to be free. Awareness is where we begin. I'm sorry. Be the problem solver, not the problem itself. Be the solver, and not the problem. You are part of the problem. What? But you are also part of the solution. And we already figured out how to be the solution. We went over all our steps. We went from 1 through 5 of how to not be the problem anymore. And it's not gonna happen overnight. We're gonna have to work very hard at it. We're gonna have to go sit in the dark by ourselves a many days until we can figure out, until we can come out a new healed person and burn off all that old us and come out like the phoenix burning brand. Correct? So tonight, our closing monologue tonight. We talked about something real. It was not easy, but it was necessary. It's necessary. She said, Lord, order my steps. Child, help me. Help me. We talked about the patterns that we have, the choices that we make, and the choices that are part of us that we don't always want to face. And maybe tonight for the first time, you didn't point the finger out there. You pointed it right back. And I want you to hear me real clearly. That does not make you a bad person. No, it makes you a grown. Because it takes courage to admit, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was messy. Maybe I overstepped. Maybe I stayed too long. Wasn't that song talk about that? Maybe I stayed too long. I should have been gone. But here is the beauty of it. What you can acknowledge, you can change. You don't have to keep being amazing. No, you don't. In everybody's business but your own. Messy, carrying stories that were never yours to tell. Disrespectful, hurting people and calling it honesty. Or reactive, answering everything just because it called your name. You don't have to stay that version of yourself. Healing is not just about what hurts you, it's about how you show up. It's about learning when to be quiet. We zip our lip in kindergarten. It's about learning to be quiet and when to walk away. When to mind your own business. M-O-B. Mind your own business. And when to choose peace over being right. And most of all, it's about discipline. Because growth is not loud. Growth is not always seen. Sometimes growth looks like not responding to messages, madness, people. Sometimes growth is not responding to your own self when you see you acting a fool. Go put your own self in the court. Sometimes it looks like not going back because you already crossed that bridge. You burnt it up at the shore. You can't cross back. And not entertaining what you used to do. So tonight, you're not stuck. You are learning. And now you see it. And now that you see it, don't repeat it. She said, learning when there's a time and place for everything. Just because you can don't mean you have to. We talk about that. Just because you can say it, don't mean you should say it. And just because you can wear it, don't mean you should either. Don't mean you should.
Aware of my patterns. I take responsibility for my actions. I release behaviors that no longer serve me. I choose growth, maturity, and peace. Amen.
Tonight, our mantra. Tonight's mantra. Let me go find it. I can't see good. My glasses are dirty. Here. Tonight's mantra. Our healing mantra is, I am aware of my patterns. I take responsibility for my actions. I release behaviors that no longer serve me. I choose growth, maturity, and peace. I am becoming a better version of myself. Amen. I had two different. I also write a healing affirmation. I take responsibility for how I show up. I release the habits that no longer serve me. I choose growth over comfort. I choose peace over chaos. And I am not who I used to be. And I'm becoming better every day. And a little more deliberate every day, right? Every day I am becoming better. So thank you all tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. Welcome to Granny's House, episode 4, season 2. Am I the problem? Yes, you are. And we don't went over all the ways of how not to be the problem. We have talked about some things that we have done that cause problems to others that we shouldn't have done. And we're sorry for doing it. And if we have to go, maybe you can't talk to that person. Maybe they're not here. And if you have a problem that you need to release from yourself, write it down. Write that person's name in there and go, I release you. I'm sorry I did this. I pray you release me. Ask God to release it from you. And also, too, all the questions that I asked you tonight, child, go back and rewatch this and ask yourself the questions. And then as you ask yourself the questions, write the answer. But be truthful. Be truthful, but be kind to yourself when you're doing it. Be modest in your answer, but be truthful. And if you have to be a little stern with yourself because you are being that honorary, hardhead, disrespectful Negro you being, then go back and go, don't do that. And go sit in the corner for a while and come back and answer. But till then, I'll see you Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday. What are my sisters over here saying? Y'all over here lighting up the chat. My sister's laughing at me. Bless your heart. She said that's the best way. Yes. You're going to catch the replay. I hope you get to catch the replay, baby. Because trust me, it is this is a good one. I think I'm going to go watch the replay too. And we're going to have part 2 on Tuesday. Part 2 on Tuesday. I am definitely going to protect my peace. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are a guardian of peace for all. I appreciate you. You have also me meeting you has been a beautiful thing in my life. I'm so happy we have met each other. This is dispensation of time, beloved. Amen, girl. You better say it. Hallelujah. Holla back. Holla back. And thank you, Gray. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, beloved, for and you are a beautiful soul. And I am glad that the dispensation of time that we're in together, and you are becoming the new you and removing yourself from a lot of drama like I am too, right? Hallelujah. So I will see you Tuesday, next Tuesday at 8 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m., because we are going to talk about at the male, female, and friendships and people and our children and whoever else. Is it me? Is it me? Am I the problem? Am I the one that keeps revisiting this madness? And hey, beloved, I'll see you tomorrow too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me and the world can't take it away. You better come on, King Bud. We're going to make that t-shirt. And as we leave out tonight, we're not going to mess up like we did on Tuesday. Queen Mother had her segment tonight. Her segment tonight comes in to us from Proverbs. Her segment comes in from Proverbs tonight. Proverbs 16 and 32. Proverbs 16 and 32 says, better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes the city. So let's read that again. Better a patient person than a warrior. That means that you can set it off and fight, but can you control your mouth? Can you control your tongue? Can you control your actions? Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who can take the city. We thank you, beloved. That is absolutely beautiful. That is Proverbs again, family Proverbs 16 and 32. Go read it for yourself and go share that with someone that they need it. We thank Queen Mother for all her hard work. And once again, as we leave out, I see you Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. We strive to come on with a new topic every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share if you have not done it yet. As you leave out, it's a little thumb button. Hit the little thumb on Facebook and a little heart on YouTube, on Facebook and a little heart on Facebook and a little thumb on YouTube. And let them know that you enjoyed Granny and you enjoyed hanging out with her tonight. And that we had a good time and that we are healing. And we're going to let nobody take our joy from us. But the joy that was given to us, the world can't take it away. And I'll see you. Happy Easter. Enjoy your time. And may God bless you to all the ones that all the things that come in and you encourage your family. Enjoy. Even if you don't eat all the stuff that you eat, just go in there and smile. Enjoy Mama and TT. Make a plate for somebody you ain't never made a plate for. Me, myself, I'm going to be in the bed. That's my business. But I'll see you all. I'll see you all. Have a fabulous night. And thank you for coming. And welcome to Granny's.
than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear.